Hello. Hello there. Greetings. Private Nigel Balloon here, just tidying up a bit before a presentation. Unfortunately, the current plague stalking the countryside prevents us from performing for you live, so here's the next best thing. Presenting a reasonably presentable presentation presented by the Royal Players Street Character Ensemble of the Tennessee Medieval Fair, presently. Prepared to be gobsmacked by the incredibly inept, magnificent octopus.
Magnum opus.
Magnetic ocelot.
Magnum opus. Magnum opus.
Magnum opus. About to be presented to lucky you, a rollicking roller coaster of violence. Love and intrigue, violence. Sex and violence. Violins and saxophones. Valium and... Sorry. It's just so bloody exciting. It's all about the great hero Robin Hood. How he, with Little John, Friar Tuck, and the rest of the merry men, thwart the evil plots of Prince John and the wicked Sheriff of Nottingham. Why, even now, they've hatched a plan to lure Robin Hood and his men into town with the promise of amnesty. If I were Master Robin, I'd...
What are you doing, you talking turnip? What in Beelzebub's backside are you doing, blabbering about my brilliant plans and machinations? What if someone were to hear?
Oh, you mean like that, Lord?
Surely another one of your japes, Balloon. I'll get you, Balloon. Carry on!
As you might have well guessed, that was the charming Sheriff of Nottingham himself. What he lacks in charisma and Christian charity, he more than makes up for in vindictive, mindless brutality. Me and the boys prefer to think of him as a bit high-strung, preferably from a very tall oak. Anyway, we hope you enjoy the following of the Royal Players of the Tennessee Medieval Fair. Huzzah!
You know what it's like to have your lands taken, your farms burned, your lands confiscated, taxed beyond the brink of starvation. And who, I ask, who do we have to thank for this jolly state of affairs, Who?
The sheriff.
Sheriff? Prince John? Yeah, you know what? Prince John comes to mind, yes. Yes. The pretender to the throne himself. He's rapacious, repugnant, reprehensible, randy and rat-faced. And friends, that's just the R's. But no, the architect of our misery is none other than the ever-industrious Sheriff of Nottingham. Upon appealing to the prince's fragile ego and limited intellect, our good sheriff has taken full advantage of the situation and lined his own pockets. But now, it's our turn. It's time for us to stand. It's our time to stop this at every turn until Richard returns and restores decency and normalcy to England and all of our lands. Are you with me?
Yeah!
Are you ready to fight?
Yeah!
Are you ready to do it in the most comically entertaining way possible, surpassing even Mel Brooks or Carl Reiner?
Yeah!
And friends, let's get this show started.
There you are, my dear Sheriff. There you are, my dear Sheriff!
Ah, yes, here I am, Your Highness. As requested.
As required! Are we comfy? Care for a pastry? A scone? A footy massage?
Well, goodness, a foot massage actually does sound quite...
Quiet, you idiot! Why are you here when you should be scouring the woods for that traitorous villain, Robin Hood?
Because you summoned me, Your magnanimous Highness. By the way, kudos to your tailor. The cut of your surcoat really brings out the majesty of your physique.
Yes, I thought if you got it, flaunt it. And Isabella was most pleased. Hold it! Wait! Why is that horrible Robin Hood not in my goal? What have you been doing? Jail!
I set a trap, you see.
A trap? A trap? What kind of trap? Big snare like country folk use? Spring-loaded metal jaws like...
Yes, Your Majesty. You sure have an exhausting mind and imagination.
Why, thank you.
Yes. No, the trap lies within the walls of Nottingham himself. You see, we shall lure that villain Robin Hood, and then close in on him.
My dear Sheriff, might I inquire, have you recently suffered a blow to your head? Lure him in how?
Your Majesty, surely you haven't forgotten your brilliant plan to grant Robin Hood amnesty for your birthday celebrations. Your master stroke. Sheer genius.
Oh. Yes. That was one of mine, wasn't it? Oh, jolly good. Well, see to it, Sheriff. Chop chop. See you at the hanging.
Yes, right this way. I know there's something to be said of be wary of the gratitude of princes and kings, but I can't quite remember it.
There you are, Little John, my gregarious fellow. I need to speak with thee.
I know that tone. Listen, I didn't know that old lady was an outhouse when I pushed her into the creek, you see, and so I...
What? No, that's not what I'm... What did you do?
Never mind. Pray, what's on your mind, good Robin?
Well, you said she. You know what? Never mind. No, I'm here to ask you about Friar Tuck.
Oh, isn't he a hoot? Oh, look, there he is. Across the glade, glaring at us like an angry little chipmunk. Isn't he cute?
Yes. Yes, but look, Little John is not him, it's you. Friar Tuck is a man of the cloth, you see, and therefore deserves a measure of respect. Elsewise, his authority in spiritual matters nothing, you know. Now you understand, right, my friend?
Wise Robin. I see your point, but
Yes.
I heard he calls me a baboon. And I think I'd be mad if I knew what that was.
Oh, John. Yes, a baboon is a noble creature. King of the jungle. Mm-hmm. Yes, known for its intelligence and cunning.
Well, that's a horse of a different color then. Henceforth, I shall proudly proclaim that I am a baboon.
And I discourage any man to say otherwise. Come, my friend, to the pub. I'd like to hear more about this outhouse business. There you are, Friar. Sorry, I feel apologies are in order, you know. I've been so busy vexing our good sheriff that I've totally forgotten to ask you about your new congregation. Now, I own they are a ragtag lot, you know. A bit like herding cats, I suppose.
I'd rather herd cats. Oh. No, good Robin. They are a trial to be sure,
Yes.
but at least they're not actors.
Actors! Really, yes, oh, goodness. Can you imagine? Well, anyway, I'm wondering, Friar, who, pray tell, are you having the most trouble with, if I may pry?
Well, it's not like violating confessional, but all right. John Little, or Little John. I know he's your favorite, and I love him like a brother. A big, dumb, strong as a baboon, graceful as a pick on ice brother. In fact, yestermorn, he spilt half a pot of boiling porridge in my lap.
Yeah!
That's what I said. Recovering some, I felt a good, hard-natured slap to the back as it almost flung me into the fire pit.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's no way to treat a man of the cloth. I tell you what, I'll have a talk with him, you know. We all know, though, that little John's a bit rough around the edges.
Rough around the edges. Rough around the edges. In Dr. Samuel Johnson's new dictionary, under rough around the edges, there's a picture of a porcupine, a spiny sea urchin, and John Little.
Well, good, Friar. As I said, I will speak to him. You know what? Perhaps we should introduce him to a good woman. That'll knock off some of those rough edges, eh?
Aha! That'll teach that jolly lout right.
There you are. Yes, yes. Now, I don't suppose you're having any more trouble with group, are you? Hopefully not.
Well,
You are.
Rob, if I may ask, could I take Alan O'Dale's lute and bash him over the head with it? That insufferable twerp adds twills and flourishes all throughout Mass. Oh, it makes me want to grab something heavy and...
Whoa, hold on, Friar. Now remember the Sermon on the Mount, all right? You know, perhaps Alan feels he's being a bit of help, you know, but I tell you what, from here on, we'll lock his lute away during Mass. Now, it's not anyone else, is there?
Well,
There you go.
Robin, there's something peculiar about your cousin.
Ah, you mean Will Scarlet?
It's about the way he walks and talks.
Yes.
He smells pleasant.
Oh, gadzooks. Oh, we'll have none of that. I will talk to her immediately.
Ah, yes, and wait, what? You said her.
Yes, you see, Willow Scarlet is my cousin, and she wanted to join our merry band, and so donned the disguise of a man, but you clever duck, you found it out, didn't you?
Ah, yes. Oh, good one. Oh, shame.
Oh, heavens, Friar, what ails thee?
Well, last night's late snack of goose tasted a bit off. And, well, when I woken, my stomach was in high rebellion. I thought to walk it off when I seen Mistress Scarlet placidly sitting underneath a tree when the unthinkable...
Oh, you don't mean.
Yes, let loose to the force of 10 gales. Let loose the rancid goose. My flaps bellowed with a thunderous clap.
Oh, good heavens, Friar. You know what? I'm sure she took no offense. You know, she's always been a bit of a tomboy.
But shame in front of a lady. Oh.
It's all right. You know what? As with your goose, this too shall pass. Come on, you've got a nail on me.
Lords, ladies, peasants, nobles, creatures of the night, welcome to the Royal Variety Show. Now we understand that a terrible plague has swept through Nottingham, but the king has informed us that sadly we are essential workers. We shall make light of this by indulging you with some of the talents from near, from far, from everywhere. First up, oh, ladies and gentlemen, the good Prince John. Yes.
I need a little help, ladies. Oh, my love, yes. So I will need your help. I'm going to sing the Scotsman song back when I was a young randy man.
You're out of the game.
Right? Ready? Okay, good. Should have practiced. Okay, so I'll need your help on the chorus, right? Okay. Well, a Scotsman clad in a kilt left the bar one evening fair, and one could tell by the way he walked that he drunk more than his share. He stumbled round until he could no longer keep his feet, then he stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. Ring ding diddle diddle I-D-O, ring di diddle I-O. He stumbled off into the grass to sleep beside the street. About that time, two young and lovely girls did happen by. One said to the other with a twinkle in her eye, "See yon sleeping Scotsman, so strong and handsome built. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath their kilt. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-yo, ring-di-diddle-I-yo. I wonder if it's true what they don't wear beneath their kilt." They crept upon that sleeping Scotsman quiet as could be. They lifted up his kilt about an inch so they could see, and there, behold, for them to view, beneath his Scottish skirt, was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-yo, ring-di-diddle-I-yo, was nothing more than God had graced him with upon his birth. Well, they marveled for a moment, then when said, "We must be gone, let's leave a present for our friend before we move along." As a gift they left a blue silk ribbon tied into a bow around a bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-yo, ring-di-diddle-I-yo, around the bonny star the Scotsman's kilt did lift and show. Well, the Scotsman woke to nature's call and stumbled toward the trees. Behind a bush he lifts his kilt and he gawks at what he sees. And in a startled voice he claims to what's before his eyes, "Ah, lad, I don't know where you been, but I see you won first prize. Ring-ding-diddle-diddle-I-yo, ring-di-diddle-I-yo. Ah, lad, I don't know where you been, but I see you won first prize." Yay me! Yay!
All right, let's see who's next on our little pamphlet.
Sheriff, I have some things to say to you.
Oh,
I prepared a speech.
right, well, this really isn't the place, but I guess go ahead.
Yes, all right.
Hey, let's give it up for our very own Sheriff of Nottingham. What a guy! What a sharp dresser!
You're legally obligated to clap!
Hey, did RuPaul have a yard sale? Oh my lord, look at you! Was anybody else hurt in the explosion? Here's a fashion tip. Never let your panty line show around the knees. Speaking of fashion, somebody told the sheriff, "Drop a potato in your tights and the lady's eyes will bug out." Someone should probably tell him they meant the front. Boom! Roasted! The sheriff is brilliant, I say to you, brilliant! He hardly had to study at all for his urine test. Once, while walking along the river, a fellow hailed the sheriff from across the water. "How do I get to the other side?" the man inquired. The sheriff replied smartly, "You're on the other side, you idiot." As you see, the sheriff is a handsome fellow. Not so as a child. When the sheriff was born, the doctor mistakenly slapped the wrong end. Realizing his error, the doctor slapped his mother. Boom, roasted. The sheriff was such an ugly baby, they fed him with a slingshot. Ugly kid. Whenever the sheriff played in his sandbox, the cat tried to bury him. The Bolshoi Ballet, a rabbi, and Marcel Marceau walk into a bar. They see the young sheriff. Marcel Marceau blurts out, "Holy crap!"
All right, Private! I've got a little joke for you. Why don't you make like a puppy and fly?
But, puppies don't fly.
They do when I kick them hard! Boom! Roasted! Next up, we have... That's weird. It looks like somebody's written down king and then scratched it out. And then replaced it with no, definitely not a king, no one suspicious, just a monk.
We already did the king, right?
Hello. I'm a monk of no particular importance at all whatsoever. That's right. You see, before I was a monk, well, I was a warrior. A warrior, true warrior. And I jest you not. Once I was surrounded by 50 Saracens. 50 Saracens if it was one. With only my pouch filled with, well, We had a wedge of lemon. I had a spoon and a little piece of charcoal. Yes, so what did I do? I know you're on the edge of your seats. Well, when I was surrounded by these 100 Saracens, I reached into my pouch and I took out my spoon. That's right, my spoon. And I spied to my left. To my left, a mandrake. Yes, a mandrake. I went over and I dug up that mandrake and I pulled it out. And I held it close while those 500 Saracens surrounding me looked on. That's right. Well, then I took my little wedge of charcoal and I drew a face on this mandrake. That's right. I went... Sheriff? Hold on. It was truly hideous! Anyway, then I took the lemon out of my pouch and squoozed it all out of my face to pucker up me lips and get in me eyes and make them all swelled and everything. And then I looked at those 1,000 Saracens staring me down, and I held out that mandrake, and I spoke for it. Oh, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Go away, go away. You know what they did? They all ran for the woods. That's right. Every last 2,000 Saracens ran to the woods. It is then that I learned that you must always put your best foot forward.
All right. That guy. Oh, yes. Give it up for Nameless Monk.
Yeah.
That's quite peculiar, that one. Well, let's see. Very last on the list. Oh! But who put this down? Did you write this down, Private?
I can't write.
Well, it seems that the Sheriff of Nottingham's on the list to sing a song. Well, I couldn't. I surely couldn't, unless you all would want me to. Sing a song! Thank you. Well, that's more than two. Give me one moment to prepare. La 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 la. You say the price of my tax not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry with your green which you wear in your trees as arrows fly by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when Rich went away. Now you're making me mad. Don't forget that despite our estrangement, legally speaking, I'm your man. You'll be taxed, soon you'll see. All your shinies will belong to me. You'll be taxed, time will tell. You'll remember how I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. I get gold through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. You say the price is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I get robbed. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subjects, my sweet, delicious subjects, my royal, loyal subjects, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be taxed like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise,
And I'll tax you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we have. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will take your farms and villages to remind you of my love. La da 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 da. Everybody, la da 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 da. Mandatory kick line. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. And a 5, 6, 7, 8. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our Royal Variety Show. We thank you.
Oh, there you are, my sweets. Been doing a little shopping, I say?
Oh, yes, dear. A little of this, a little of that.
I had no idea there was this much this and that in all of Nottingham. By Jove! Is that a little pair of legs I see holding up that big pile of bags and boxes?
Oh, yes. That's Patsy. She's one of my maids.
My heavens! How did she follow you? It doesn't appear she could see through that mass of merchandise.
I have her on this leash. See? One tug means go, two tugs mean stop.
My, how clever. How considerate. Truly, you are a lovely, wondrous soul.
Oh, I can't help it. But I do tire of shopping. Patsy, can you hear me? Return to the castle with my shopping. Oh, silly girl, just turn around and follow the cobblestones. And don't drag the leash in the mud, it's mine.
You're a treasure. Care to pop off to lunch? I'm feeling peckish.
Oh, that would be wonderful, darling. I could use a nice rest after all the labors of the day.
Where to, my sweets? The pig and whistle? The slap and tickle? The Boston bean steamers?
Robin? Robin,
Yes.
what are you doing out in the open, in the middle of Nottingham?
Well, dear lady, know ye not that the sheriff himself has granted amnesty for all in honor of beloved Prince John's birthday? Why, I feel it would be rude of me not to avail myself to such an occasion.
Robin, you must know it's a trap. Care you not for those who care for you?
So you do care for me?
No.
Fret not, dear Marion, fret not. Besides, there are things afoot that I dare not divulge, especially to you.
What am I, a potted plant? To sit idle while I watch things unfold around me?
Oh, my lady, but now would be a very inopportune time for the sheriff to learn of our acquaintance. Case in point, there are 3 guards coming. Quickly, slap me and rebuke me.
Saxon lout! How dare you talk to me? I am not this Ethel of whom you speak of.
Such gusto. Yes, forgive me, my lady. I thought that you were a cousin of whom I have not seen in quite some time. Forgive my stupidity, I depart thee well chastened.
Thank you for your protections, guardsman. I'm sure he's, just some addle-pated rustic who wandered into town, ignorant of polite society, and off with you now, simpleton.
As you wish, my lady.
Gisbourne, there you are. I trust you made the necessary arrangements for my little plan.
Our little plan? And it's Sir Guy of Gisbourne? I'll not brook to your discourteous...
Hush! Puppy, King Richard stripped you of all your titles and lands for, let's just say, indiscretions?
Lies! Lies! Told by my enemies to defame my sterling reputation. Why, I was known as a lion on the battlefield.
Please stop. My corset can't take the strain.
No, it's true. It's true. And besides, when Prince John returns and ascends the throne, well, the worm will turn.
You! Thank you for the lovely visual.
But it's true. And the grateful John will restore my station and holdings,
Oh.
and I will.
Oh God, hope springs eternal.
But it's true. I'll.
Stop.
But
Guess what?
But
You make the.
But let me get. But
I got it.
He's getting. But he's getting. He's getting. But I want it.
Ah, dear mother, how farest thou? Looking forward to the day's sport? The chess match? I know I am.
Johnny, oh goodness, I know that chuckle. You're up to some devilment. Always up to some mischief. Your brother Richard was never...
Ah! Richard! Richard! Bah! And don't call me Johnny. I'm...
My soul! I will call you whatever I want. I am the Queen Mother, you know. Forthwith I shall call you as Prince Panty Bunch or Stinky Boots. But you know, every utterance I make is recorded, you know.
Ah, mother! Ah, why must you vex me so? Stop at once, or I'll hold my breath until I turn blue. I'll poop on your shoes.
Calm yourself, my son. Good gracious, such carrying on over a silly joke. Of course, I would not say anything or do anything about our family, our royal family. You can do fine without my help. I've often wondered if it was your upbringing or poor toilet training or your temper. Alas, we'll never know, as your nunny died mysteriously.
Yes, drowning incident, I believe.
In the moat, I think, yes.
Yes, that's right, in the moat.
Yes, witnesses say she dove in over the northeast tower. Some 300 feet tall, I think.
What a splash! I assume she made.
Don't you find this curious?
I heard she was quite athletic. Well, that was nice. Gotta run, gotta scoot. Oh, gotta count my loot. Cheery, bye!
Bye! But, Lady Marion, maybe the sheriff isn't all bad. He has a lot of money. He has wads of cash.
As I understand, it's all ill-gotten. Besides, I saw him run over a squirrel yesterday in his cart.
Well, maybe he was trying to miss it. You know, those little buggers.
No, he had his driver run over it and back up over it maliciously several times while he laughed like a maniac.
Oh, well, maybe he just didn't want it to suffer.
And then he poured his drink on it.
Why, who is that dastardly rogue strutting about like the cock of the walk?
And such swagger. Have you ever seen the like, milady?
Milady? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Oh, we were just looking at that rogue over there. He reminds me of, who? Robin
Hood? Robin Hood?
No, well, maybe Robin Hood.
You ladies will be the death of me yet. It's clearly Robin of Locksley, and I heard all of that about the strutting.
Please, milady, it was just all in jest. We admire Master Robert's efforts, but we are afraid for your life. What if your mutual affections are discovered by the wrong parties? But he is kind of cute.
If only you could talk him into wearing tights.
If he did, I'd be trying to talk him out of those tights. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yes! You did!
Ah, Gizzy, there you are. What have you to report?
Sheriff, I must protest. You speak to me as a common errand boy.
What? Why, no, you are a falcon. A super spy.
Well, that's different.
And you were to inspect Captain Ball and the King's Guard. How did you find them?
Well, I went to the barracks, of course.
No, I mean in what condition? What of Captain Ball?
Oh, he hails from northern Ipswich, the town of Shwetty, I believe.
Ah, the Shwetty Balls. Good family, that. And how did you find the Balls' privates? Were you discreet? Did you take a more hands-on approach?
You know discretion is my middle name. I observed from behind a hedgerow as Ball paraded his privates up and down the street in front of the barracks.
Ah, very good. I assume his privates were stout, resolute, firmly upright.
Oh, yes! English manhood in full flower. He seemed proud as a peacock.
Really, really. Well, that is good. A man should be proud of his privates. But he's not going soft on them, is he?
Oh, no! He drilled his privates hard. Why, an older lady passed out from the excitement of the display.
Ha! Excellent. It's good for the rabble to witness the precision of a squad of English soldiers.
Squad, sir?
Yes. Squad.
Oh. Oh dear!
God strike me blind. The scoundrel Robin Hood.
And felicitous greetings to you as well, Sheriff. And may the Almighty grant your wish. How farest thee on this day?
Swimmingly until 5 seconds ago, having to suffer you and your men's unfettered presence in Nottingham. My Nottingham, it galls me to know it!
Oh, bravo, Sheriff! Bravo, encore! Yes, I know that you are the architect of this contrivance to lure us in. Prince John grants amnesty for a day in honor of the prince's birthday. Yes, quite clever, quite. And subtle, especially for you.
And yet, here you are, my cocky friend, within the walls of the city, where I have over 500 guards at my disposal. Why, I could take you and your men with a snap of my fingers.
Oh, your garters, those are smashing, by the way.
You like them, I got them at your... Wait!
Now know this, Sheriff. There are 30 to 40 of my men inside these castle walls, and each are worth 5 of yours.
Even if your boasts were true, you're still vastly outnumbered.
Ah, but you forget the thousands of Saxons living within this walls. Most are sympathetic to our cause. Well, you'd have a riot on your hands. A demonstration of such perfidy would swell our ranks 100-fold. Now you do the math. And pray, take your boots off so you may count that high.
Why, you insufferable, arrogant burr in my side! You cretinous dog! I will see to it that you are well hung!
Oh, Sheriff, I had no idea.
Wait! No! Not like that! Get out of my presence!
Oh, yes. I see we're both busy men. Let's do lunch. Ta-ta.
Wait! My worthy adversary. I put up with your insolence for long enough. I challenge you
to the field of combat chess this very afternoon. Bring you and your ragtag bunch of miscreants with you. I shall enjoy picking them off one by one.
Oh, yes, well, with such a charming invitation such as that, how can I possibly refuse? I tell you what, you bring the focaccia and brie, I'll bring the Merlot.
Mock me while you can, Robin Hood. But by the end of the day, you'll be laughing yourself out of the side of your codpiece.
Wait just a minute. Am I to infer by that statement that you yourself actually laugh out of your codpiece? But it's a fair question, really.
3:45, I will see you there!
I'd love to.
And now, as captain of the guard, it is my pleasure and duty to announce a game of warrior chess in honor of Prince John.
King John!
Tut, not yet. Birthday, and for his amusement. The good sheriff has challenged the outlaw Robin Hood to stand as opposing knights on the board. Prince John will be the Black King. Princess Isabella will act as the White Queen. And so without further ado, play on!
Huzzah! You know what? You'll pay for that. Show Captain.
Come on, Captain!
Come on, you got it! There we go!
You little punk!
Never! Berserker! Private! Do you yield?
Oh, never.
Do something with it.
Oh,
Where you from?
It's not like a private.
That's right, now show it.
5-1.
That's it!
Let's go! Come on!
No!
And now I'll take my prize.
No!
That's disgusting.
Unhand her, Sheriff!
No, let's take my prize.
Robin, no!
Give me the TV, come on.
Oh, come on, tear each other apart. That's it.
Stop!
Break each other.
There
we go.
Come on! There we go! I don't know who that is. You turn away, we win. Let's go! Come on!
Nicely
You
done.
had better get up right now after being hit by a girl like that. Now go take her glasses, throw them to the ground, stomp them. Now go! What was that? She got away. Now she's over there. Now you go over there and get her. Go, 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 go. She's running away. Oh, now she's turning around. Go. Faster, faster, faster. She's over there. She's over there.
Well, you want me to go and get her?
Yeah, get her. Wait, no, get up. Get up in front of me.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah! There we go! Well, not too soon, guys.
I'm tired of your face.
Well done, Willow! What is it, a fair fight you're looking for?
We took them all.
Well, there's a first for everything.
That's it,
There we go.
Robin. That's it, Robin.
Robin! Do you yield, Sheriff?
How about you ask my God?
What?
I got this, Robin. What's birthday? Come on, boys.
No, that's
this nonsense at once.
What? Who dares? Who dares give orders while I'm present? It's my birthday and you're ruining it. And it was just getting good. Who dares? Step forward!
It is I, little brother. King Richard the Lionheart, returned from the Holy Crusades to find out what you have done to my England.
Ah, Richard! No, it can't be. You're back. Alive. Richard, brother. Thank goodness. See, Isabella, my brother Richard, he's back. Isn't that wonderful? Let's make his short visit as wonderful as possible before he returns to the Crusades.
Yes, and I'm sure your brother can appreciate your good stewardship of England.
Yes, well, it seems that I have let go my one true and only responsibility, England. I left her care in the hands of an ill-tempered child. But since I have been back on England's blessed shores, I have discovered one constant. My brother, Prince John, has run amok. Aye. Taxing the people mercilessly. Aye. Pitting Saxon against Norman. Aye. Yes, and claiming a throne that is not his. Aye. Claiming a throne that is not his and wearing women's clothing.
Aye. Lies! I was told it was a fancy costume dress ball.
Quiet, whelp. In my mind, you should be dragged through the town naked by an incontinent horse. Yes, with your fingers and toenails painted in lurid colors, while sporting a man bun. But you're of royal blood, so I must banish you. But to where? Where? I know. France! Where they eat snails and cold potato soup. And the waitstaff are incredibly rude. But most insidious of all, France is full of Frenchmen. Their mother has estates in Aquitaine. You may reside there.
The south of France? Really? That's it? French cuisine?
Arts? Culture?
Hand? Arm? French toast? Buttery French bread? French fries?
Wait. You almost sound like you like France. Perhaps I should...
Oh, no, the French! I'd rather die! No, but if it pleases your majesty, Isabella and I shall depart immediately. Come, dear, let's pack.
Yep. And now, 3 cheers for good King Richard. Hip, hip. Huzzah! Hip, hip. Huzzah! Hip, hip. Huzzah!
Well, that's our magnum opus. Hope you enjoyed. Personally, I think it was quite the lovely little tiddler. If you liked it, please share. If you didn't, share it with people you want to annoy. As for myself, I'm Private Balloon, joining the rest of the cast for the last musical send-off. Seacrest out.
Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Kind friends and companions, come join me in